Hello friends, welcome to Elgin Stuff Physiotherapy. Today we are going to learn about relaxation or relaxation method. So let's start with basic introduction of relaxation. Then we'll discuss about the main important facts that related with the relaxation method or which will help us to design the better relaxation method. So let's start with the mu- relaxation. So what is mean by the relaxation? So muscles which are free from tension and at rest are said to be a relax. Means in whatever position or posture, in that your all muscles should be free from tension and at rest are said to be a relax. Tension develops in muscles as they work during contraction, and this tension is reduced to a variable degree as the muscles come to rest during relaxation. Means whenever you are going to perform any work or any task, that time your muscles need to contract and that will develop the tension. But whenever when you end up with your work or task, that tension is reduced gradually, and at last that muscle come to a rest after your work. And the tension reduction in muscle or group of muscle is known as relaxation method. So first term related to relaxation is muscle tone. What mean by muscle tone? Muscle tone, that means the tension in muscles either in a working state or either in a rest period. So living muscles are never completely free from tension, but they retain a quality of firmness known as muscle tone. During the relaxation technique, the small intrafusal muscle fibers and large extrafusal muscle fibers remain to be a relax. Next term is postural tone. Postural tone, that means the contraction which persists in the muscles concerned with the maintenance of posture is called postural tone. That means in your static posture or in dynamic posture, your muscle has to work. That means mainly chiefly or mainly your anti-gravity muscle has to work or has to contract or has to produce a tension to maintain that particular posture. That means either a static or dynamic posture. And that posture, this postural tone is maintained and regulated by a reflex mechanism, and the fundamental basis of which is the stretch reflex. And although the higher centers also exerts a controlling influence, mainly this postural tone is maintained and regulated by reflex mechanism. So what this stress reflex does, whenever you stretch the muscles, that will stimulate your sensory nerves, and sensory nerve will pass the impulses to your higher center, and that higher center will produce a motor impulses, and that will produce a muscle tension or tone. The degree and location of postural tone varies with any alteration in posture. That means again in either static or dynamic posture, and it is greater in upright position in which the force of the gravity tends to stretch the muscles more strongly. Here again comes with the chief or mainly the in upright positions, your anti-gravity muscles are more strongly attached or more strongly tense during the upright position. Voluntary movement. Next term is voluntary movement. So what mean by the voluntary movement? That means the active motion, your active movement. So specific muscles contract as they work to initiate or control movement. For example, if you want to pick up a glass, then your shoulder and elbow flexors uh, has to work to initiate and control the movement. But exactly uh, in same time, your opposite muscle has to relax during that particular activity, and that means the reciprocal inhibition means the whenever the agonist muscles are working, the antagonist muscles uh, activity is inhibited during that activity. Next is mental attitude. Mental here mental attitude also affects your relaxation. Mental attitudes such as a fear, anger, and excitement give rise to a general increase in muscular tension. But this tension serve a useful purpose during your fear, anger, or excitement, but in some cases, it persists and becomes habitual, which may lead to alteration in normal posture. Means whenever this mental attitude becomes a habitual, that will lead to alteration, or that can increase the muscle tone or muscle tension, and that can alter your normal posture. Causes of abnormal tension. There are many causes behind the abnormal tension in muscles, but here mainly we'll discuss about the three causes behind the abnormal tension. And here, first one is the mental attitudes. So, mental attitudes, as we have discussed earlier, mental attitudes like the fear, anger, excitement that give rise to increase your muscle tension, and that can alter your muscle tension, or it can increase. Next is pain. So any type of pain that can increase the abnormal tension in your muscles. And last is pathological tension. So pathological tension, that means the any systemic disease or any pathological condition that can lead to increase in muscle tone, or it can alter your posture, and ultimately it can affect your muscle tension. So here the causes of abnormal tension in muscle. So in today's lecture we have discussed about the basic introduction of the relaxation, then key terms or terms related to relaxation, and this important, or we can tell us like important facts that related to the relaxation, which can help us to design the better relaxation method. So terms, and last we have discussed about the causes of abnormal tension. So thank you friends.